Hey, my frugal friends, how are you, sweet people? Today we are continuing on with our preparing for the holidays with 12 items, 6 that we are doing away with this year, and 6 that we are either adding or continuing with. And I want to share those with you. And also, I am going to share a super frugal, delicious pasta carbonara, which is pasta with egg and cheese, and it's over the top delicious. So stick around, we have a lot of fun stuff going on. So here's the first 6 things that we are doing away with. Number 1, no more new or freshly cut Christmas tree. We are going to use the Christmas tree we have. I have got this little tiny 5-foot tree that I put on a table in the corner. So this year we're using the 5-footer again, and there is no need for any other tree, live or otherwise. We're using what we have, and that will save some good money right there. Second one is no new decorations at all. Look at how much you probably have in the way of decorations for your home. Do we need any more? I mean, maybe I'll do a fun DIY with you guys, a little centerpiece or something, but as far as decorations, no more. How much can you decorate your house? And then it's a lot of work and a lot of stress to set it all up and then take it all down. So pick the pieces that you love the most. If you have an abundance of decorations, share with others who are maybe just starting out. But as far as decorations, ornaments, things like that, we've got enough. We're stopping that. Number 3, no impulse buying. What do I mean by impulse buying? What I mean is I have my list. I know what I'm getting everyone. When I go to the store and see, oh, well, this would be perfect for so-and-so, even though I got them a gift already. Okay, well, I'll add this. Oh, but wait a minute. Now, if I give her something extra, how can I not give her brother something extra? Yeah, I'm going to have to get him something too. But wait, then, yeah, do you see how this can escalate? No impulse buying. Get your gift list, write it out, budget it, and then stick with it. Number 4, we're doing away with the chaos. Yeah, no chaos this year. How do we do chaos, Paul and I? Well, first of all, not well, but we are, I'm definitely, as you have probably figured out, I'm definitely more of the high-strung one in the family. Paul's much more level and even, right? Aren't you? He's definitely like my calmer. But what happens is when everything starts happening, the meals being planned, the shopping, the wrapping, the gift buying, it tends to become quite hectic. And this year, we're really going to try to not have that happen. We have been getting so much better every year. Every year, it's getting easier and calmer because we're simplifying. We are cutting back. We are knowing the traditions we love, and we are recognizing traditions we can do without, and it is working. So think about that. Do away with that hectic craziness of the holiday season by keeping lists and just following them and being organized. I think that's a lot too, having the organization of knowing when you're going to be doing what. No January debt. And I know this is our theme for this holiday season is no January debt. I am trying to only buy with cash, or if we do put it on the credit card, it's going to be part of our monthly budget from some other area. We are not going to have those crazy credit card bills coming in January, overbuying on this and overbuying on that. Not going to happen this year. And the last one, number 6, that we're getting rid of is guilt. And this is a big one. No more guilt. Where is guilt coming in, Emmy? Well, so-and-so gave me a gift that was close to $75. How can I not give them back a gift that cost $75? This is a conundrum. That's a cool word, isn't it? This is something that, what do you do in a situation like this? You don't want to appear cheap, but it's almost like guilt buying. It's like, okay, well, they spend 75 on me. I have to spend 75 on them. No, you don't. Not really. Long as you give a thoughtful, appropriate, lovely gift that is geared to whomever you are presenting it to, you're fine. You're fine. People have to understand times are different. Things are different. We don't have that let's drop everything and shop attitude anymore. It's different. Guilt has got to be put away on the shelf. It has to be. But we need to really watch the guilt. This time of year, people can kind of heap that on us, or we can even heap it on ourselves. And you need to stand strong. Nope, no guilt this year. Okay, now let's get on to the 6 things we are keeping this year on our Christmas list. Number 1, most totally my favorite part is our gift-giving tree at church. We have a tree at church with names of families and children that may not have as much for Christmas, and they list what they may need, toys or food, whatever, and we adopt every year. And that is my favorite. Honestly, when we shop for that family, Paul, am I correct? How much fun do we have?
You know, it's all about the kids for the holidays.
Exactly. So we love doing that. So if you can look to find someone who may need a little something and you have a little extra to spare, best way to spend your money this holiday. Absolutely. Number 2, I will not give up baking for others. One of the biggest thrills I have is baking cookies and breads and cakes and sharing them with others. I am not giving that up. That is part of our gift giving budget, and I love it. Now, some people don't like Christmas cookie baking. Then that may be something you get rid of. Keep the traditions that give you joy. Don't hang on to stuff that doesn't work for you. Remember, no guilt this year. Number 3, being present. Being in the moment. This is like the most fun time of the year. It really is. Things are just prettier, the lights, and it's just so much to see, and there's family and friends you're with. And even if you are single or just a couple or by yourself, there's still so much joy this time of year in the beautiful lights, in the spirituality of it, in the yummy food. So be present, be aware of what's going on around you and how much beauty there is. Number 4, spirituality. Whatever you are celebrating, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, tap into the spiritual aspect of it. Realize why you are celebrating this. What are you getting from it? And spiritually connect. It is so important. As a Christian, I know the reason why I am celebrating this. And I'm not going to let commercialism and consumerism cloud that aspect out. And I'm asking you to do the same. Number 5, appreciation and thankfulness. I am going to try every single day to have that on my Christmas list, to practice that, to be appreciative of what I have, of those around me, of how blessed we are. That is something that I need to constantly get in touch with, because a lot of times our minds can dwell on the negatives and we forget how blessed we are. So we need to keep that thankful heart all through this holiday season. And the last one I'm not giving up that's staying on my list are lovely holiday meals. Holiday meals, because maybe of my Italian heritage, I'm not sure, are an integral part of the holiday season for us. We have scaled down, but holiday meals are still a very important part of our lives, and we budget according to have a nice meal. We do have nice meals for Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. So I hope these were encouraging. I hope you could take something away from this. Now I am going to show you a quick, easy holiday meal, Pasta Carbonara. Here we go. The first thing we're doing is frying up 2 slices of bacon. Usually Pasta Carbonara will use pancetta, which is like an Italian bacon, but that's a little more expensive and it's not always so easy to find. So we're just going to use regular bacon. It'll work out perfectly. Minimal ingredients in this recipe. I've got a half a pound of pasta. I've got a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. We freshly grate ours, but just a good Parmesan cheese. Half a cup of chicken broth, 2 eggs, a little hot pepper to taste, 1 clove of garlic that we're going to mince, and the 2 pieces of bacon we just fried. So now let's put it all together. This is the oil from the bacon. I'm going to leave a little bit in the bottom of the pan just for flavor. And to that, I forgot to add, we also need a little extra virgin olive oil. So I am just going to add like about 2 tablespoons, tablespoon and a half, because this is what's going to give the pasta its flavor too. So we're just going to heat that up to the oil while it's getting nice and hot. I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper, but you do that to taste. 1 clove of nice fresh garlic, minced, and then a half a cup of chicken broth. And we're just going to cook this down. Now the garlic is really releasing its fragrance. I know I could have browned the garlic in the oil, but when garlic tends to brown quickly and cook for a long period of time, it becomes bitter. So what I did was I'm just allowing it to release its oils and flavor into the sauce like this. And you can smell the garlic, so you know that it is cooking beautifully. And we're just going to let that go for a little bit. I'm going to lower the heat now. And the pasta is still cooking. We got about 4 minutes on the pasta. In this bowl, I'm going to take the 2 eggs and the 1 cup of Parmesan, and I'm going to just give this a good mixing, just till it's incorporated. Now you have to do this very carefully. You're going to take a ladle of starchy water, the water the pasta's cooked in, and we're going to add this, and what this is going to do is slowly cook our eggs gently. We're tempering our eggs. Be careful, that water is boiling, but you just want about a ladle in there. Now I'm going to whisk this together again. Be very careful. You're dealing with hot oil and you're dealing with hot pasta. I drained the pasta. You have to drain it into the pan. I added the pasta and I'm just going to mix it with the oil and the garlic. Make sure the pan is big enough. I probably should have used a little bit of a bigger pan. So just be very, very careful. And this is on low heat right now. So we have our mixture here. And what I'm going to do now is just gently add this. This is on low. You want a nice creamy sauce. Now we're going to mix this together. Oh my goodness. And you can see how everything is just incorporating. I'm going to cook this literally for 1 minute. Okay. So I've been cooking this and I keep turning it, and you can see how amazingly creamy this is getting. What a flavor. Just a couple ingredients, but it is so aromatic. You can smell the garlic and you can smell the Parmesan cheese, just that nutty smell of a good cheese. Now also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bacon now and I'm going to break that up and add that as well. And you can chop this, but of course I'm just doing it the rustic way. Just a little bit of ripping of bacon and putting it in. There we go. Now we're just going to put a little grated cheese on top. This is a very rich, decadent dish. It is minimal ingredients, maximum taste. So enjoy, bon appetit.